That's my career.
Yeah.
I guess campaign season is over, so got lots of things to talk about.
Well, I guess as you were watching games over the weekend, were there any emotions tied to finding out who you would play this with? Were you cheering for a team? Do you want this matchup?
No, I really didn't watch them too much, obviously. I watched the college games a little more. I was interested to see what Oregon and Florida State would do and stuff like that, but I didn't watch the NFL. I mean, it didn't matter either way to us. You know, you're gonna get whoever you're gonna get regardless. So, not really.
So you get Carolina and Cam Newton. Just your thoughts on Cam as a player?
Oh, Cam's a great player. He's a dynamic player in this league, and they've been on a nice run. You know, they've been on a really nice run the last couple games. Both sides of the ball playing really well. It'll be a fun game for us.
Richard, if you had to describe your home field advantage to somebody who's not familiar with Seattle or not familiar with football, how would you do that?
Unnerving.
Could you expand on that a little bit?
I mean, if you've never been here, never played here, I guess people can tell you a lot of things about how loud it is and how disruptive it is, but until you get out there and a crucial part of the game and you can't hear and you can't communicate and you can't talk and you still got to play at a high level, then you don't, there's really no way to feel it, to experience it.
What was your reaction the first time you had to walk out there?
It's like, damn, does it have to be this loud all the time? Like, we need to communicate a little bit too. I mean, we need to, on the defense side of the ball, you want to communicate a little bit. Then after a while, you see the impact and effect that it has on other teams, and you're like, all right, well, I guess it's doing more good than harm, so we'll take it.
In that way, does your defensive scheme help you that way because you don't have to make as many checks?
Yeah, it helps us to a degree, but I mean, there are games where we need to make checks and we need to make calls, and we find ways to get it done, to say the least.
What were your impressions of Kelvin Benjamin from the first time you guys played?
He's a good player. He's a good player. He's big, strong, and he makes a tough catch. He's a fun matchup to go against.
Richard, what's happened in the first 3 games against Cam Newton? You've been able to limit his ability to make big plays.
I guess we just played sound football. I mean, we played sound defense. That's something we always pride ourselves on, and tackling well. I think a lot of teams get in trouble when they don't tackle well against them, and especially backs like John Stewart. And if you're not tackling him well, he'll make you pay for it. If you don't tackle Cam well, he'll make you pay for it, both with his arm and his legs. And I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble. I think people underestimate his scrambling ability because some games he won't scramble very much at all. He won't run the ball, and then the next game he'll run for 120. And so I think teams kind of take that for granted.
Are they different offensively from when you saw them in October?
No, they're schematically the same. I mean, they're running the same plays every now and then. They have a couple different wrinkles, but they have changes.
Did that win at Carolina seem particularly big at the time at all, or?
Not really. Not that I can remember. I just remember us being pretty banged up at the time. That was at a time we were really hurt. I think we were without Bobby, we were without Max. Lane was out. I want to say Cam was banged up. We were in a rough spot. I remember it being a rough time, and guys having to play in different spots.
How does Newton's ability to survive busted plays change? I'm sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, I just wondered, how is it different in terms of what you guys have to do in the secondary, knowing that he can take a busted play and turn it into that 13-yard run, such as he can do?
Nothing really. We cover back there as long as the play takes. We don't really worry about what goes on in the backfield. Once the play is blown dead, that's when we stop covering, and I think that's where defense is getting in trouble a little bit. You're too worried about what he's doing in the secondary and not doing your job effectively, and I think you got to trust your guys in front to do their jobs and to get him contained, and if he crosses the line